The next facility also for the NBFCs is to give 45,000 crore liquidity infusion through a partial credit guarantee scheme for the NBFCs in particular. This is an existing scheme, but we are expanding its scope. Expanding its scope only because it will now cover borrowings such as primary bond issued, the commercial papers. So all these will constitute the liability side of the balance sheet, but we are getting into that area also. But in this case, as different from the previous one, 20%, the first 20% loss alone will be borne by the guarantor, which is Government of India. The first 20% loss. So in this again, AA rated papers below and also below that will all be included. Even unrated papers will be eligible for investment. This, we think, will help many of the microfinance institutions. And with this, if money goes into their hands, even based on unrated papers, we guess they will have liquidity to reach out to the MSMEs who may be in the far-flung areas.
जहां पहली 30,000 करोड़ की लिक्विडिटी गारंटी स्कीम लेकर आए थे, एनबीएफसीज के लिए, एचएफसीज और एमएफआईज के लिए, वहीं पर अब आंशिक ऋण गारंटी योजना ये लगभग 45,000 करोड़ रुपए की एनबीएफसीज का इसमें प्रावधान किया गया है। इसमें भारत सरकार गारंटर होगी, जो 20% का नुकसान इसके द्वारा वहन किया जाएगा। और यही नहीं, इसमें AA पेपर और इससे भी नीचे वाले जो हैं उसको भी इसमें पैसा मिल पाएगा, ऋण मिल पाएगा। और इसके अलावा जो अनरेटेड पेपर एलिजिबिलिटी है इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए, वो भी इसमें प्रावधान किए गए हैं ताकि ज़्यादा इसका स्कोप बढ़ सके, ज़्यादा लोगों को इसका लाभ मिल सके। और कुल मिलाकर इससे भी नई लैंडिंग जो है, यानी कि कर्जा दिया जा सके सूक्ष्म लघु मध्यम उद्योग को और आम नागरिकों को भी मिल सके, उसके लिए इसका प्रावधान किया गया है।
I move over to talking about the DISCOMs. DISCOMs today are facing unprecedented cash flow problems. They desperately need help. Otherwise, they are unable to pay the power generating companies. You know, all the states, DISCOMs are in serious crisis. So in order to help them, there is a emergency liquidity injection, which is happening to the extent of 90,000 crores. Now, the Power Finance Corporation, REC, the Rural Electrification Corporations, both of them put together will infuse liquidity of 90,000 crores to all the DISCOMs against all the receivables that they have. They're sitting there without getting paid. In turn, they are not able to pay the GENCOs. In turn, the GENCOs are wondering where they will have more money to pay for producing electricity. And at a time when we are talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat, at a time when we are also rightly claiming the credit for having made India a surplus power generating country, we've reached a stage where DISCOMs don't have money because they're sitting with receivables. So we are now making a provision, a one-time provision for PFC. So we are now making a provision, a one-time provision for PFCs and RECs to infuse that money into the DISCOMs against their receivables, and who in turn, this will be done with the state issuing guarantees. The guarantee, the amount which is being infused on guarantees being given by states. Now, obviously, having received that infusion of money, the DISCOMs will pay the GENCOs. GENCOs in turn will clear their dues and keep the cycle moving. Now, what does this do to the customer? The customer, we want the benefit to be passed on to the customer. We are in fact telling the central public sector generation companies that they shall give rebate to those DISCOMs which shall pass these benefits to the final customer. So we are making it clear to the central public sector generation companies that on receiving the money from the DISCOMs, they should be able to pass it on again back to the consumers. So this is a one-time infusion of liquidity for cash-desperate DISCOMs.